Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is, well, what's it called? What if not Naruto. What if Boruto had legendary and mystical summoning animals, creatures, animals, whatever you like to call it, but whatever. But this is part 2 of it, since the last one I did like 5 months ago. But hey, you thought you would never see this what if again? I mean, I got bored. I went like, I should definitely finish like what ifs that I have. Like old Boruto what ifs. Yes, I'm gonna have to also do what they call what if Boruto was Madara's reincarnation, and what if Boruto was what's it called, trained by Zoro. Because those were two what ifs I kinda like doing a lot. But yeah. What's it called? It's just I really haven't watched Boruto that much or read the manga. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get on the grind again and trying to watch the anime and the manga. Well, not the manga. Watch the manga, yes. No, I mean read the manga, but hey, I really haven't. Read the manga is because I have heard that Boruto died in the manga, but I don't know. I haven't even read it. People just spoil it for me. I'm like, I don't care. I'll read it later. But hey, I'm still reading Jujutsu Kaisen, so I mean, that's why I'm still taking a little too long to read it. But yeah, not the point. Actually, that is the point, because I was actually, instead of me reading Jujutsu Kaisen, I went to go read Kill the Hero. And it's just a somewhat a how you call it, another webtoon, but yeah, Kill the Hero, one of the greatest shit. Never mind, I should shut the fuck up about this, but whatever. I think I have done the what if on that, but never mind. But okay, let me mention this. So go subscribe to Anime Sensei and Iconics. I want Iconic to at least to get 600 and Anime to I don't know, 300. Yeah, I don't know. But hey, just subscribe to them, okay? They do good what ifs. I do decent what ifs. Hey, I'm just saying. But not the point. Okay, let me do a recap since this was like 5 months ago. Even though I don't really do like recaps, but whatever. Because, well, I'm gonna do a recap on this one because I added a lot of things. And I mean a lot of things. Mostly names, but hey, whatever. So, Boruto. He can summon out 6 summoning creatures. 2 of them are mystic, while the other 4 are legendary. The 2 mystical ones are the Levante, named Levi, and the, what's it called, Lion. They are mythical creatures. So, of course, the lion is named Leo. So, yeah, Leo the Lion. Well, that's a boss summoning contract for, well, Boruto, and Levi is, well, the Levante. Now, why did I think of Levi? It's because the Levante sounds like Levi, okay? Leave me alone. I don't know why. But, hey, sure. It also, that reminds me, I think Levi is the guy from Attack on Titans. I don't know, I just thought of the fucking name. Or was it Leave? I don't fucking know. I don't care. I don't watch Attack on Titans that much, or at all. Yeah. But, the Phoenix, the Dragon, and the Black Panther White Tiger are all, well, legendary contracts for Boruto. Now, of course, the Phoenix is called, you want me to call him Red? No, not Red. No, I'm just kidding. So, the Phoenix is called Hai, meaning just fire in English, but yeah. The Panther, I don't remember what I call him, the Black Panther. I think I call it Darker. No, not Darker. I don't remember what I called him, but I'm gonna call him what's it called? I'm gonna call him Darkness. The White Tiger, I don't remember what I call him. I think like Tigre. I'm gonna call him Tigre, okay? That just means tiger in what's it called, English. Tiger or not? Yeah, tiger. Yeah, in Spanish, Tigre, if I can remember right. So yeah. So Tigre, and of course the dragon is also a legendary contract, and his name is what's it called? So his name is Kayan. Now, yeah, if I know those aren't the original names for, well, the what if I kind of name, because, well, I didn't freaking know what to call them, but yeah, I just went randomized, but yeah. But yeah, his name is Kayan the dragon. Now, of course, the dragon is purple and it's for, well, he's the boss. The tiger is white and, of course, he's the leader of the tiger clan. The Black Panther, he's the leader of what's called his own clan. The lion is also the leader of his own clan also. But the lion can actually go into two forms. The night one and the sun one. So basically, day and night meaning moon lion or sun lion. The phoenix is it's called the leader of his clan. What's it called? He is the leader of his clan because the fire phoenix can actually go into a blue phoenix. So yeah, it's a special rarity for that. But of course, Levante Levi, he's also a part of his own clan, the Levante, the light. I'm fucking up the name, but whatever. And also, Boruto has 6 weapons. Now, the purple sword you see here. Oh my. God damn it. The purple sword you see here is from the purple dragon. The 2 axes are, these 2 axes are for the lion. This kind of reaperish sword right here, that's curved, is from the Levante. Not the Levante. The sword is from the white tiger. The scythe is from the Levante. The 2 black swords are from the Panther. I know I only mentioned there would be only 1 sword, but then I changed my mind for 2 swords. Now, of course, the last weapon is, this one. A fiery red sword for the Phoenix one. Now, those are his 6 weapons. Now, I shall now go into the what? Oh yeah, and also what's it called? Boruto has met his grandmother's, meaning Kushina Uzumaki, and Hinata's mother. I'm gonna name her Hana Hyuga. So yeah, so of course meeting those 2, he is now out of the mindscape. After meeting them, he puts on the Uzumaki necklace and even the Hyuga necklace. Because it's basically his, and he really likes the pattern of it. Because the Uzumaki necklace is just a kind of, a red whirlpool to show that's the Uzumaki clan. But around it is kind of gold, and the chain is kind of gold also. So yeah, he has it on him. And also, the Hyuga clan, it's like the, it's a yin-yang pattern. And also, it has, black and kind of white around the necklace made out of. So yeah. So of course this is where Boruto, he wears them both. I should also mention that Boruto has actually a 7 contract. And this contract is actually from Hana Hyuga. Now Hana Hyuga gave him a contract. And of course, even though they were in the mindscape and managed to even summon it anyway, this last contract that's from Hana is actually a mythical, another mythical creature. This one is a panda. Why am I doing a panda? Because they're amazing creatures. Leave me alone. Now, he can summon pandas, okay? But he cannot summon red pandas because they are technically raccoons, if you want to think about it. But yeah. Now, of course, just pandas. Now, he met the panda leader, and the panda leader is named Panda. I would have named him Panda Express. I don't know why. Just leave me alone. I don't know why my mind just went Panda Express. No, I'm gonna name him Panda from what's called Jujutsu Kaisen, the panda. So yeah, I thought of that creature, or not creature, animal. But yeah, of course, the panda actually has a special weapon for Naruto, or not Naruto, Boruto. Yeah, I keep saying Naruto. In the last What If, I kept saying Naruto then Boruto, and it was just confusing. Okay. It's because, I'm a retarded fuck. But yeah, now of course Boruto has a new weapon, a 7 weapon. Now this weapon is not, blade type of weapon. It's a spear. Not a spear, not like an actual spear. Bow staff, whatever it's called, like a bow staff. Now this bow staff is colored 2 ways. One is black and the other one is white. Now of course the panda gives Boruto two infinity chakra natures. These 2 are yin and yang. So of course Boruto has now yin and yang. Yin, if I can remember right, yin allows him to create stuff, while yang allows him to kind of destroy stuff a little bit. But yeah, which Boruto has those 2 unlocked now from the panda, And the panda just says, yo, my name is Panda, Panda. But yeah. Now, yeah. Of course, that's what Boruto's bow staff is. But of course, now the bow staff from the dark side and the light side, the dark side can actually use darkness. It can actually create darkness around him, so he can either escape, Boruto can do, or he can use the light side to blind people. He can basically use the light and darkness from the two sides of the bow staff. But yeah. Now I should also mention one thing. The bow staff, it looks like a bamboo staff. Straight up just look like a bamboo staff. But yeah. I just wanted to mention that. But that's all the weapons that Boruto has now. So of course Boruto, he is going towards the car. Leaving the forest and now going back home. His hair, I should mention one thing. It's not just red. It's not even red. It's purple. Not purple exactly. One side is red while the other side is blue. But of course, it has purple highlights. So of course, Boruto is just going home. And of course, when he gets home, he sees, I want to say Hanabi for some reason. No, not Hanabi. Hinata. And Hinata says, Boruto, oh, wait, what happened to your hair? This is where, Boruto says, oh, my hair? It changed after meeting my grandmothers, Kushino Uzumaki and, your mother. This is where Hinata says, wait, but how? Boruto says, from these two necklaces. The one is from the Uzumaki, meaning that's from my, grandmother's, Kushino Uzumaki, and this one was from your mother. You should have met her, you should have got this necklace in Channel Chakra. You could have met her. I'm sorry if I kind of offended your mother. That's why Hinata says, no. I'm happy to know that you've kind of met your, somewhat grandparent. But yeah. Now, what happened to your hair? Boruto says, after channeling chakra and meeting them, their chakra actually changed my kind of DNA in making my hair, instead of being blonde, to red and, blue on the other side. Just like yours, mother. And just like, my grandmother's. From, Naruto's side. And of course, with that happening, it also changed having highlights of purple. Hinata says, that's actually a nice color of purple. I know, right? I'm kind of sad that your hair isn't blonde no more. But at least you kind of have mine. And your, grandmother's. And Boruto says, yeah, I do. This is where Hinata says, go to sleep, Boruto. Tomorrow is the academy, so you need to wake, stay out of trouble. Boruto says, but wait, mother, I want to tell you something. I kind of got a summoning contract from your mother. This is where Hinata says, but there was no summoning contract for the Hyuga. This is where Boruto says, there was, it's just your mother was the only one to have it. Because she didn't want to share with, Grandpa Hiyashi. This is where, Hinata says, what kind of contract? The Panda contract. Hinata says, Panda contract? Boruto says, I can summon it. We would just have to be kind of outside, or I can try to lower my chakra enough to summon a smaller one. Hinata says, no, summon it outside. This is where, they go outside, and of course, Hinawari is also following Hinata because she's like, mother, what are we doing? This is where Boruto says, Hinawari, come here. This is where Hinawari says, yeah. This is where, Hinawari says, yeah, big brother Boruto. This is where Boruto says, don't worry. Kind of stand over there a little bit. This is where Boruto by his thumb, and this is where he kind of goes to hand signs and says, summoning style, Panda. This is where, before I should mention, he channeled dark and light, being yin and yang chakra into his hand, and he summons out a small, medium panda. The panda is the size of Boruto, and he kind of has like gloves on his hand and all that. And of course, he also has pants. Don't worry, he kind of looks like Kung Fu Panda, okay? He kind of looks like Po, okay? But he kind of has like shorts, pants, whatever you like to say. And he does have somewhat like shoes a little bit. And of course, he's not as tall as Po, like in the movie and all that from Kung Fu Panda. But yeah. Also, he kind of has like that, what's it called, straw hat and all that. Not straw hat from like Luffy, but you know those straw hats they use to cover up their kind of face and all. But yeah, this is where the panda. He kind of also has a bow staff behind him, but it's made out of bamboo, and he just has like one of those, what's it called? You know how you have like a piece of grass in your mouth and you kind of look like you're just eating it a little bit like that? But yeah, he has it. And well, it's a piece of hay, okay? I'm gonna say piece of hay, okay? But of course, well, he looks around and he sees Bart, and he says, "Ah, hello there. You must be the new summoner for the Panda contract, Bart Hyuga." And this is where Bart just says, "Right, yeah. Well, my full name is Bart Uzumaki Hyuga, but yeah." This is where, well, the panda says, okay. Nice to meet you, Bart Uzumaki Hyuga. This is where Bart just says, "This is Hinata, my mother." And of course the panda says, "Hello there. My name is Po, the panda." This is where, well, Hinata's kind of, well, she's not shocked at much to see a talking panda. It's just, well, the panda's kind of stylish. It just doesn't have a shirt, okay? It's a panda, man. So, yeah. This is where, well, Hinawari sees a panda, jumping around. And when she, like, hugs it, she's saying, "The fluffy." This is where, well, Po says, "Aw, you must be, the young master's, what's it called, sister." What was your name? Or what is your name? This is where Hinawari says, "My name is Hinawari, Uzumaki Hyuga." This is where, well, Po says, I don't know if, well, the, what's it called, panda leader will accept you to be another summoning contract for it. This is where Hinata says, no, please. She's still too young to even summon out a summoning creature. This is where, well, Po says, understandable. This is where, well, Hinata says, "But I want to summon Panda." This is where Hinata says, "No." This is where Bart just says, I think I can always summon, well, what's it called? Just one panda, and it has to be a small panda because it will waste my chakra if I keep it too long in the outside world, but yeah. This is where Po says, "No, what's it called? We can do reverse summon. Just summon a smaller panda right now." That's what Bart does. He does the same thing, and of course he channels his chakra out, and of course, poof, a smaller panda. Now this panda is just a little bit kind of smaller than Hinawari, but of course the panda says, "Oh, hello there, Mr. Po." This is where Po says, "Hello there. You must be, I don't know what to call him. Chin the panda. You know what? I was gonna call him Panda Chicken for some reason, but I don't know why. My mind goes in interesting directions. But no, his name is Chin the panda. Now, of course, Chin says, "Hello there. My name is Chin the panda." This is where, well, Bart just says, "Oh, this thing is more adorable." This is where Chin the panda has some shorts in a little bit. This is where he's kind of, not shorts. He just kind of wears nothing, but yeah. But of course, he has like somewhat gloves a little bit, just like Po was similar. But of course, they're kind of, what's it called? They're kind of a little bit brown. Of course, Po has them green, but yeah. Chin says, "Hello there. Why did you summon me, mister?" This is where he doesn't know about Barto's name, but Barto says, "I just want to know if you can reverse summon." This is where Chin says, "Yes, I can reverse summon every time. Anytime I want to, I can also come back to the human world." Barto says, "Good. Then I want you to meet my little sister, Hinawari. And I want you to, well, be the companion for my little sister." This is where Chin says, "Does she have a summoning contract towards us?" Bart just says, "No, because I don't want her to accidentally channel way too much and accidentally summon a big one, but accidentally die after, what's it called, summoning, well, too much chakra." This is where, well, Chin says, "Got it. Then hello there, Hinawari. My name is Chin." And this is where Hinawari kind of hugs it kind of tightly and says, "Panda!" This is where Chin says, "Please, don't hurt me." This is where Bart says, "Hinawari, please don't kill it, an accident." This is where Hinawari says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Panda." This is where Chin says, "Mister, I'm not even that old. I'm not old like Mr. Po or any of the elders or anything like that." This is where, well, Hinawari says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Chin, that's your name, right?" This is where Chin nodded and says, "Yes." This is where Hinawari says, "Do you want to be friends?" This is where Chin says, "Yeah." This is where, well, They just go along and kind of run around, but yeah. That's where Poe says, very interesting. So, young Master Boruto, have you finally summoned out the bow staff? This is where Boruto says, the bow staff. So he kind of channels a little bit of chakra because there is a tattoo that he has that he can channel out what they call chakra to it, and it's black and white, and it poofed out the bow staff. So of course he kind of has it in his left hand, but yeah, this is where he kind of twirls around and kind of says like this. This is where Poe says, you don't really have the nice stand for it to use it. This is where Boruto says, right. This is where, the Panda says, but I can teach you how to use it. This is where Boruto nodded. Just remember how much chakra you summoned me out like before. And Boruto nodded. This is where, Poe says, I gotta go, back home to tell, Panda about this. This is where Boruto nodded and says, thank you for, at least letting what's it called, Chi? Yeah, that's what I call him. Chin to be here for my little sister. This is where, Poe nodded and says, that was your summoning, but yeah, bye. This is where, Boruto just nodded, and of course the Panda named Poe left. Of course, the little Panda was just running around with her and worry, but yeah. Of course, Boruto says, okay, mother, I'm gonna have to go back inside. So of course he, seals the bow staff back again, and this is where Haruar says, that's a lot of sealing. What are the other sealings? This is where Boruto says, those are the other summoning creatures I have from, Kushina. So this is where, Haruar says, Hinata says, would you be able to summon them, using that much chakra? Boruto says, yeah, since I unlocked my Uzumaki chakra, I can be able to summon them easily. But it's still kind of tiring, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye, mother. This is where Hinata nodded, and this is where she says, wait, Boruto, can I at least see the necklace from my mother? This is where Boruto turns around and says, sure. This is where he takes it off and gives it to Hinata. Hinata says, don't worry, I'll give it back in the morning. Boruto nods, and this is where Boruto goes to sleep. Now we go on the next day, and of course Boruto is going to the academy. Of course Boruto has this necklace and is right now on the train, and he's right now going towards what they call the academy. Now, so we're past the creepy guy. I forgot what was his name. I think we're at the part where Boruto was. Let me just call it the academy, okay? So Boruto was in the academy, outside the academy, because yes, the building is still kind of being built a little bit, but yeah. Now, of course, it's somewhat of a test to do outside and all that. Now, of course, Shikadai is saying, so Boruto, what's happened last night? This is where Boruto says, something happened last night? This is where Shikadai, not Shikamaru, I almost said Shikamaru. I think I did say Shikamaru on accident. No, I mean Shikadai says, Sarada was kind of saying something about you being angry at your father and knocking him out with your kind of special dojutsu. Boruto says, wait, she said something about that? That's bad enough. This is where everyone was kind of whispering, and when they heard Boruto kind of scream, they said, was Sarada telling the truth? Now Sarada went towards Boruto and said, shut up, Boruto, Jesus Christ, it's still morning in the goddamn day and you're already screaming? Boruto says, sorry, but they really had to tell everyone about my Byakugan? This is where Sarada says, huh? Oh, yeah. But why were your Byakugan moon laced with a moon crest? Boruto kind of looks at her. Dumb. This is where Sarada says, don't play dumb. Boruto says, those are just my pale whites of the Byakugan. This is where, everyone is kind of looking at Sarada now. This is where Sarada says, was that just a moon or something? Boruto says, I don't know. I knocked out the old man easily. But yeah, why should I care? This is where Sarada says, fine, whatever. I don't really care, but yeah. This is where Mitsuki says, interesting. So you have your, family clan's dojutsu? Boruto says, yep. And I'm gonna be amazing with it. Yeah. Believe it. of course, as well, it was the ninja practice and all that. And of course, as well, Bart want to throw a Fuma shuriken. So of course he says, "Don't worry. What's it called? Iwa? Yeah, I think his name was Iwa or Iwa, or I think it was Iwa. Iwa says, "No, no, no, Bart, don't do it." This is before he gets to throw the what's it called, Fuma shuriken or anything like that. Rock Lee tries to block it and all that, but yeah. So of course Barto will still do that, and of course Shukdai, Inuichi? No, not Inuichi. Oh fuck, I forgot his name. Basically Ino's son, I forgot his name exactly. And Barto and Metal Lee will get in trouble. Metal Lee will still be parasites and all that stuff. Barto will mostly just knock out Metal Lee with a gentle fist, somewhat a broken gentle fist, but yeah, he knocks him out with 2 points, and yeah, making follow suit. So yeah, that's where, well, Shikadai and them are pretty impressed, but yeah. Well, the other guy, I don't remember his name mostly. But we go into, well, Barto's still telling Misky to come over, so yeah, to eat and all that. And of course, Noir's birthday somewhat, and of course, well, we're not here Noir's birthday. Mostly not Bar, not Bar, so Naruto coming home, but yeah. There's a war, well, Misky's kinda, when, an attack happens, Naruto runs away, and, well, yeah, gets to the attack and all that. Baruto and Misky kinda goes look to see, but of course Misky still tells Baruto about Sumire being the one to attack those places. That's where Baruto says, "You're lying." That's where Misky says, "Nope," and I'm sorry, Baruto. But of course he makes a, not white snake, a snake clone, and of course to stop Baruto, and Baruto says, "Misky, even though we kind of been friends for 4 weeks, and this is where, not 4 weeks, 2 weeks, this is where Misky says, I'm sorry, Baruto, but I can't let you get in the way, because I know you're gonna be kind of nice to her." Baruto says, "I'm sorry to Misky." But this is where Baruto, he pulls out with he uses chakra to pull out with his sword, the, well, kind of white and black Reaper sword. That's kind of curvy and all. Of course, he pulls it out and just slices Misky's head off. Of course, it turns only to snakes, and Baruto says, "I don't really want to kill him, but I'll have no choice." Well, I have a choice. I just got knocked them both out because they're being idiots right now. This is where Leon and Levi and the others says, "Yup, they are being idiots." The Panda also still has what's it called. Well, he's in also what's it called Baruto's mind. He can connect to Baruto's mind, so yeah. And this is where, well, the Panda says, "Just punch them out and knock them out." Yeah. This is where, well, the Phoenix says, "But one is a girl." This is where Panda says, "Doesn't matter, punch her in the face." Yeah. Baruto says, "I think I kind of don't want to punch her. I just gotta knock her out." That's where Baruto, he kind of looks to where it was a call. Well, Sumire and also was a call. Well, Misky are at. And of course, this is where Baruto activates his, well, Dojutsu, but adds Moon Chakra and are now the Moon Crest what's it called? The Silver Moon Crest Byakugan. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna call him. Now, of course, where Baruto says, I also gotta do something. He makes a clone, and of course, that clone also has the Byakugan. But of course, this is where Baruto says, "You have enough chakra to summon out Leon." This is where Leon says, "Enough chakra to do what?" To, well, kind of, what's it called? Well, not enough chakra. He didn't make a clone or anything. He just says, "Well, I found them." This is where, well, Leon says, "So what are we gonna do?" Well, if Sumire kind of has her own summoning creature, which I'm hoping not to. I'm hoping that giant thing over there is not a summoning creature for her. This is where, well, Leon says, "I don't know about that." This is where he can also see the dark chakra pattern still being in that creature. This is where Baruto says, "Ah, shit, if that's such a drag to find it." But whatever. This is where Baruto, he appears right in front of Fotokon and between both of the attacks from Sumire and Misky. But of course, having a two what's called kunais. But these kunais were, well, silver. Yes, Baruto created 2 silver crests. Well, not even crests. Well, I mean, they are crest kunais. The kunais are kind of curved like a crest. And of course, Boruto's blocking 2 kunais with his own 2 kunais. Does it wear well? Sumare says, what are those kunais? This is where Mitsuki says, huh? This is where Boruto says, sorry Mitsuki, but you're kind of, I don't want you to accidentally kill her. This is where Boruto throws the kunai down, goes on the ground, and well, kind of goes down off of Mitsuki's kind of like stops actually trying to stab at, Sumare and all that. And of course, they're both surprised. But of course, Boruto goes down and then just kicks with the car. He lifts up his leg and kicks what's called Mitsuki in the head, kicking him towards, a kind of stone wall, really. This is where, it was just the kind of hill and all that. Pa. This is where Mitsuki says, Boruto, what are you doing? He's trying to get up. This is where Boruto says, stay down, Mitsuki. I don't want to hurt you. I had it just to knock you out. Now, Sumare, I want to know why you're doing this. This is where Sumare says, your eyes. So Sadawa wasn't lying when she said about those eyes. Boruto says, not the point. Tell me why you're doing this. Sumare says, like if you ever know what's even happening. Boruto's eye, then just one of his, eyes, his, left eye, kind of became the Shogun, and lightning sparkles, of course, making the teleportation with Null to kind of throw him into another dimension. And of course, this is where a portal appears, and of course, this is where, Null still kind of takes Sumare in, and of course, Boruto says, shit. This is where Boruto jumps in. And this is where Mitsuki says, Boruto. Of course, the portal disappears, and of course, Boruto says, huh, this is such a weird dimension. This is where, Leon says, true, it's a weird dimension. This is where, a Null, appears and all. Null appears. And of course, he's kind of roaring and will attack Boruto. Boruto dodges, he just leaps in the air and easily dodges. He twists in the air, dodging the tail, and this is where Boruto, he bites his thumb and goes through enough, hand signs, and kind of adds moon sage mode in it. Some chakra in it, and he says, summoning style, Leon! Leon roars. Now, of course, Leon is actually taller than Null. This is where Null kind of just says, what? And he's like, uh-huh. This is Sumare just looks at it and says, that's a... So the lion is blue and it does have a moon crest on his head. So yeah. Now, of course, it's kind of bluish over a little bit, but yeah. Now, of course, the lion starts fighting against Null. And of course, Boruto finds a weakness point because of his Shogun. And of course, it's where Boruto kind of just stab it with his, adding kind of like chakra into his hand and all that. And saying Moon Crest, Air Palm, hits the, chakra point, knocking it out. So the tail is kind of knocked out and all that. And this is where, Leon then attacks it and smashes to a building, kind of making it unable to get back up. As where, Sumare says, what the? That's a giant lion. But no. Can Boruto? This is where Boruto appears right behind, and this is where Sumare kind of goes back a little bit because she was kind of scared of the lion, hoping the lion didn't see her. But of course, when she stepped behind, she kind of felt like someone was behind her, and this is where she turns around and about to stab the person until Boruto grabs the kunai and kind of grabbed Sumare's hand and kind of twisted the hand to kind of let go of the kunai. This is where Sumare says, ow, 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 ow. This is where Boruto says, Sumare. Of course, his Shogun did turn off, but his, two, Mooncrest eyes are still there. Well, one is actually a full moon, while the other one is a crest moon. So yeah, that's where Sumare says, Boruto. That's where Boruto says, stop doing this. This is so stupid. That's where Sumare says, no, I won't stop doing this because this is my goal. My mission goal because of my father. That's where Boruto says, stop listening to your stupid father then. This is where Boruto gets angry. This is where, Sumare says, Boruto says, you don't need to listen to your father. Listen to your mother. Your mother had more advice, wouldn't she? That's where Sumare thinks about it. And she thinks of all the pain of, what her father did to her. But then remembers her mother. This is where, Sumare starts crying a little bit. And, of course, her back starts kind of cracking and all that. And Boruto kind of sits down next to her. And kind of just hugs her a little bit. And of course, this is where Boruto says, calm down, Sumare. You don't need to destroy the village. I mean, look at me. I'm not going insane after my father keeps annoying me or kind of ignoring me and kind of neglecting me. Because you see here, Sumare, you might not have a dad or a mother or anything, or how should I say, I'm probably doing this worse, but even if you don't have those, you still have friends. Friends that, well, what they call, are good friends. Maybe your dad was a terrible person and he did all this to take back his revenge on the Leaf Village. Ignore your father. That was your father's goal. Your goal is your own goal. Ignore that. This is where, well, Shumari says, but this is where, well, Boruto says, stop thinking you're a weapon just for your father to use, or not a weapon. This is where, well, Boruto's looking into what the Shumari's eyes when she kind of was lifted up by Boruto a little bit. This is where Sumari looks at what's it called, Boruto's eyes. Now, of course, people did kind of question about Boruto's hair, but they really didn't care. He doesn't look like the 7th or even the 4th Hokage no more, so yeah. He looks more like his, what's it called, Hyuga, what's it called, the Hyuga family more, and what's it called, the Uzumaki clan more, but yeah, than the Namikaze one. Of course, this is where Boruto and what's it called, Sumari's, what's it called, eyes connected. So yeah, Boruto's Sumari eyes connected. And of course, Boruto did turn off his, what's it called, Byakugan off. And just store what's called the moon chakra into his palm and all that, just in case you would need it, but yeah. And of course, their eyes did connect. And of course, it's purple eyes meeting what's it called, kind of sapphire-ish, sapphire-ish kind of blue eyes. It's a little bit darker than, well, I mean, it's kind of darker into sapphire color, but yeah. Yeah. So Boruto's eye color is actually I'm gonna say lapis lazuli color, so lapis color. So it's kind of darker blue a little bit. But yeah, of course that's what Sumari sees, and that what Boruto sees is purple. Of course, he kind of likes purple a lot. So yeah, he even changed his clothes from like the pinkish color, from the like jackets from pink to kind of like a dark purple. That's where the dragon name was called. Did I call the dragon? Oh, Keen or something. He says, yes, the kid is changing to purple. This is where the other, what's it called, summoning creatures are there. Say, shut the hell up already. The panda says, at least he's keeping what's it called, a black jacket. It's kind of mixed with purple, but yeah. This is where, well, the t-shirt that Boruto's wearing, it's white, so yeah. So of course that won't really change. It's kind of white and black a little bit. So it's kind of like a tiger a little bit, but of course it's just white and black. This is where, well, the tiger says, at least he's keeping that. His pants are just black, and of course the Panther just says, oh my, I keep it. Boruto, he also he does have well, not really a necklace or anything, no. He just has all that, and his shoes are, well, just kind of still black and all that. But yeah. That's where Boruto says, This is where Boruto says, so are you done? Well, we go back into Boruto. So Boruto says, are you done really attacking the village? That's where Sumari says, yes. Of course, this is where her seal does break fully now. And of course, this is where Boruto says, good. Then, like, sleep. This is where the cave starts falling, and this is where, well, Leon says, great. This cave is about to, I don't know, explode or whatever. Or, well, not cave, mostly, what they call dimension. And Boruto says, shit. This is where Boruto decides to grab Sumari's bridal cell. Of course, activate his, what's it called, Mooncrest Byakugan again, by adding back the moon chakra back in. The natural moon chakra. And this is where Boruto says, well, hold on, Sumari. Sumari says, can I just go on your back? Boruto says, nah. This is where Boruto says, it'll be faster like this, and you're adorable like that. This is where Sumari blushes and says, wait, what? This is where Boruto jumps, and of course, he jumps on Leon, and this is where, well, the summoning creature, what's it called, Nula and other? This is where Leon just says, shit. This is where Boruto says, that's a very interesting way to put it. What's it called? How are we gonna get him out of here? This is where, well, Leon says he's not an actual summoning creature. He's a kind of mutated one. It's really impossible to watch him make one as fast as possible. So Boruto says, can I just like reverse summon him to your world? This is where Leon says, no. Would I? Would that even work? This is where Leon says, but you're gotta have to get over there. Instead of the dimension collapsing. Wait, let me summon what's it called, White Tiger. The White Tiger says, oh hell no, why the hell you gonna sit him with us? This is where Boruto says, just do it. This is where Boruto summons out the White Tiger, and of course the White Tiger is named Tigre. Tigre says, motherfucker. This is where he kind of like touches what's it called, Nua, and this is where reverse summon. This is where Nua goes with him, and of course Boruto says, don't worry, Samurai. Come on, Leon, go. This is where Leon says, got it. He jumps up, and of course this is where Boruto, he jumps off of what's it called, Leon, and Leon just reverse summon to move away. Of course, Boruto, he goes towards what they call the cave and all, and starts running. And this is where Samurai says, where did you take Nua? This is where Boruto says, no time to say anything. This is where Boruto, he jumps through it. And this is where Boruto, he just like, he managed to get out of, well, what's it called, dimension, by actually activating what's called his Jogan again. On accident, well not even an accident, just out of nowhere, and making the dimension jumping out. Now, of course, this is where, well, the dimension is collapsed and all that, and this is where Boruto is on the ground, but Sumire still in his arms. This is where Boruto laughs a lot. He's like, we survived. This is where Sumire says, but Boruto, what about Noah? This is where Boruto says, don't worry. I'll find a way for you to kind of have Noah. Or maybe have you in a summoning contract with him. This is where, well, Sumire says, will you really? Boruto says, yeah, there's some ways to actually kind of make a summoning contract with an unknown animal. This is where, well, Sumire kind of hugs him and says, thank you. This is where Boruto says, don't mention about it. This is where Sai appears and says, Sumire, can you please come with me? This is where Boruto, he gets up and says, oh no you don't, you bastard. This is where, well, Sumire says, no, Boruto, I'll go with him. This is where Boruto says, are you sure? Sumire acknowledges and just leaves. This is where, well, Mitsuki, Shikadai, Iwabi, and also what's it called? Not Iwabi, just I keep forgetting his goddamn name. So Inojun actually appears and says, yo Boruto. This is where, well, Shikadai says, this is such a drag, Boruto. What the hell were you doing? Boruto says, long story, but you will never believe me. This is where, well, Shikadai says, try me. Okay, now we go into, well, 10 minutes later, and Shikadai says, I don't believe you, but I feel like you left out some parts. Boruto says, no, I never left out anything. I just traveled to a dimension, kind of knock Sumire with some sense and all that, to ignore her kind of parents. Because, yeah, because parents are stupid. Except for my mother. This is where, well, Shikadai, what about your father? I don't care. This is where Boruto says, except for my mother and my grandmother. Yeah. This is where Shikadai says, who? This is where Shikamaru, well not Shikamaru, Shikadai says, who? But this is where Boruto, we go into Boruto's office and Naruto. We go into Naruto's office and Naruto just kind of gets a chill up his spine and says, why did I just have that? This is where, well, the Naruto says, oh no, leave me alone. But yeah. But of course, this is where, well, Kurama has also been noticing one thing. When he saw Boruto one time and saw how Boruto had the Sun Crest Byakugan, he kind of got reminded of someone so powerful a long time ago before he met Kushina, before he was in Kushina and all that. Of course, someone that was actually related to Kushina. Someone named Kazun Uzumaki. Someone who had powerful contracts with summoning animals, either mythical or legendary. But yeah, and Kushina had 6 of them. So I mean, Kurama was kind of scared half the time talking to them. So yeah, he was also still away. So I mean, he didn't really want to talk to them. But yeah, he talked to them a few times. But yeah, but the Sun one, the Sun Byakugan, and even the Moon Crest Byakugan he saw from Boruto, he kind of has a shiver down his spine also. Because the only way for you to get either Sun Sun Natural Chakra or Moon Natural Chakra, Sage Mode, is from meeting Leon the lion boss lord for the lions, a mythical creature. And Kurama knows about that. And Kurama hoping that Boruto just has a fluke of a Sage Mode and does not meet Leon or any of the others. Because, well, even without the Nine-Tails, with Kushina having the Nine-Tails, even without him, she was considered powerful more than the Bichu, when she had 6 contracts with different animals. And these different animals are actually close to a Biju level or higher than a Biju level. So yeah, we're not even close. The same as like a Biju level or higher than a Biju level. And some was actually more powerful than the Nine-Tails itself. Oh shit. Ow. Sorry. If you saw that, if you heard that if you heard that in the background, I accidentally stepped on something. But yeah. Now this is where, well, Kurama says, I hope he doesn't meet him. Now the lion was actually strong as the Nine-Tails. So yeah, that's why Kurama's kind of scared. So yeah. This is where, well, Boruto, we go back into Boruto. Boruto's in the classroom the next day, and of course, this is where, well, Boruto, he's right now on a team assigned to with Mitsuki fighting against Shikadai and the others. This is where Boruto, he kind of fights him, and of course, he doesn't use what's it called, well, Moon Sage Mode or anything. He does Sun Sage Mode, but of course, he doesn't want to put it in his eyes to kind of have like a orange kind of glow and all that. But of course, he does focus enough into his other palm, his right palm, and not his right palm, his left palm. His right palm had the moon one, but his right palm he focused sun chakra. And of course, when he just wants an extra kind of power boost, he will activate it and punch the person in the face. So of course, when he was going against what's it called, Shikadai tried to use what's it called, his shadow paralysis jutsu on Boruto. Boruto used the Sun Crest Moon ability. Not the Sun Moon, what the hell did I just call it? The Sun Crest, to kind of give him power to kind of make a light underneath him to kind of push the shadows away from him. And of course, he appears right in front of Shikadai and punches him right in the face. Also having kind of the Sage Mode, not Sage Mode, yeah, the little bit Sage Mode power into his, well, left hand when he punched Shikadai. Shikadai almost fell out, but this was part to catch him with Ninja Wire. And Mitsuki still won against Inuji, and what's it called, Chojo. Yeah. So, of course, this is where, well, Satoru was kind of amazed with their teamwork. So, yeah. Boruto says, I won! Yeah. Boruto won. This is where Boruto is like, yeah, I won. This is where, well, Shikadai was, like, confused how Boruto managed to, well, what kind of, what's it called, dodge his shadow paralysis jutsu, because no one can dodge it unless you use some kind of light jutsu to block out the attack, but he doesn't know how. This is where Boruto, he was like down there and all that, and of course nothing really broke or anything, but yeah, this is where, well, Boruto was just down and all that, and of course this is where Sumire was still kind of behind the wall, and of course with the car, this is where Shino still comes in and kind of says, Sumire, come on, don't you want to meet your, what's it called, classmates and all that? This is where Sumire nods, and of course this is where she comes in, and everyone's happy to see her, and of course they're running up to her and saying, yo, blah, hi, lols, yeah, whatever. She's just kind of saying, hello, hi, hello, yeah. And of course she sees what's it called, Boruto, and Boruto's looking away a little bit, but then sees her, and this is where he does what's it called, smile her, gently smile, and of course just kind of says, so, see, I told you we'll have friends, but kind of on a low tone whisper that she actually managed to hear what he said. This is where Boruto, he kind of goes to do something else, but yeah. This is where Boruto, he kind of goes to kind of see something, because he kind of saw an Anbu kind of looking at him. This is where, well, Boruto disappeared from that group, but of course he reappeared like in 3 seconds. Boruto knocked out the Anbu, so yeah. Because he didn't want anything, like any information or anything like that, to leak out from him. So, from him. Yeah, I think I say from him, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Boruto just was in the classroom the next day and all. And yeah. Or, well, not the next day, but what they call the next day was just a day break off and all. But of course, Sadara was wanting to go to meet her father and all that, Sasuke. And this is where, well, Boruto was still delivering the food. And of course, it were, well, Boruto, he says, seriously, old man? Did he already left? God damn it. I have to drag this food towards him. As it were, well, Boruto thinks, what would Kushina do? As it were, well, the Levi said, well, what would Kushina do is drag her husband back over here, or she will basically drag her son to eat the food. So yeah, that's what your grandmother would do. As where Boruto says, then I guess I'll have to do the same thing. This is where, well, Boruto was about to start running. Of course, I forgot who was the guard, but yeah. Of course, the guard was Shikamaru, but yeah. This is where Satoru was like saying, Boruto, wait, let me deliver the food towards the servant Hokage. Boruto says, ... I'm gonna do that myself. I gotta drag him and eat this food, and even if I have to throw him by beating his ass again to eat this food. This is where Satoru says, then let me do it. This is where Boruto says, beat his ass. This is where Satoru says, no, not that. This is where Shikamaru says, this is such a drag. Boruto, I cannot let you do that, even if you have your Byakugan. This is where Boruto says, it's a very improved Byakugan, don't you think? Yes, I know that, but you cannot do it because, well, it's dangerous out there. Boruto says, don't worry, be real quick. I'll be able to catch up to him. I think so. He's just gonna be walking there, isn't he? That's where, well, Shikamaru says, yes, but Boruto disappears. And of course, this is where Satoru actually noticed where he was kind of going. And of course, decides to follow him. This is where Chocho does the same. And this is where Shikamaru says, it's such a drag. I don't care. I don't get paid for this. But yeah. Look at that. I feel Shikamaru would do. But yeah. This is where Boruto is right now running towards the car. Well, Naruto, of course, is where he stops and kind of looks around. And of course sees that he's kind of farther than, well, he normally goes. But yeah, he's just walking. Of course, Satoru managed to catch up to Boruto and says, Boruto, seriously? You just did that while I don't care? Boruto says, nope, I don't care. This is where, well, Mitsuki would have been with him, but Boruto just decided to go along. So yeah, of course, this is where, well, Satoru says, seriously, Boruto? Why you even care about bringing the food? Don't you really care about him no more? This is where Boruto says, no, I don't care about him. But, as, well, Kushina's grandson, I should make my father eat the food just like she will make, well, her, well, father and even her husband named Minato Namikaze eat the food. Because she was a scary lady, and I just want to be like her, making people, well, fear me. Yeah. This is where, well, Satoru says, what? This is where Boruto says, nothing. This is where, well, Satoru and Boruto and even Chojo was walking. Chojo was kind of eating chips and all that. Well, a little bit. And of course, this is where, well, the Uchiha still attacks. The kind of clone Uchiha, I don't remember. His name was Shin or something. Of course, he just, like, tries to attack the clone of it. And tries to attack what they call Boruto and Satoru, and even what they call Chojo. This is where Boruto, he, like, pulls up what they call his jacket up. And of course, it shows a kind of purplish seal. This is where on his right hand. He pulls out a purple sword. Just a kind of, it's not a great sword or anything, it's just a sword. Like one of those kind of mid-dark age swords and all that. So yeah, it's this sword, and of course he pulls it out. He pulls it out and grabs it with both hands. And of course, like, what's it called? One of the attacks were about to hit him. And of course, he ignites it into purple flames and cuts it down. This is where he cuts the chain down. This is where, well, the attacker was surprised. And of course, Satoru and Chojo was surprised. This is where, well, Boruto says, what are you two doing? Hurry up and back me up. This guy looks like an Uchiha. This is where Boruto activates his Byakugan. Byakugan. This is where he channels Sage, what's called Nature Chakra, to what's called involve his what's called Byakugan again into a different level. This time being slicked. Now, what he slicked purple is a purple slicked. And of course, the Byakugan is still kind of white. But of course, around what's called, just around the Byakugan, like the circle Byakugan on there, around that becomes a dark purple. Boruto says, back me up, I'll be fighting him. So Boruto, he disappears from the, what's it called, Uchiha's sight. And of course, Boruto appears. But he appears, what's it called, right next to what's it called. Well, the little finger clone, whatever thing, what the hell, whatever that thing is. The little Cyclops Sharingan dude. And of course, Boruto cuts it down. Boruto easily just cuts it down easily. This is where, well, the Uchiha saw this and of course was confused. And of course, Sadora and Chojo were confused and saw Boruto just cut down something. As our Boruto, he appears right next to Uchiha and says, die. Why don't you? This is where what the Uchiha clone tries to attack it with his own, what's it called? Well, weapon. I don't remember what weapon they had. But of course, this is where Boruto was about to cut it down until Naruto appears and blocked, or tried to block the sword, but realized that Kurama left the chakra from his arm, and this is where, well, Naruto had to dodge also. This is where, well, he also pushed the Uchiha away and kind of knocked him out. This is where, well, Kurama, well, what's it called? Naruto says, Kurama, what the hell did you do? Kurama says, no, hell no, I'm not touching that blade. Hell no. This is where, well, Kurama says, get up. You know what, Naruto, I just don't want to fight your son, okay? Clearly, he's able to use that. Damn it. He even has the sage mode of, well, Kin. If I can remember right, Kin is the legendary dragon boss. For, well, yeah. Damn it. If he has that, then I'm screwed with that. The sword can actually kind of burn through anything, even if there is chakra will beat you. He's like one of the strongest legendary creatures. Boruto, he unseals with a cut. Well, not unseals. Seals back his weapon. And of course, Boruto says, here, food. Here you go. This is where Boruto, he puts the food in Naruto's hand by pushing off the Uchiha. By like kicking it off, just a kick. And of course, this is where Boruto grabs his arm, twisted it to the side to kind of be up another. Puts the food. And this is where Boruto says, if you don't eat the food, I will bring back Kushina to make you eat the food. This is where Naruto feels like a what's it called? Like a chill in his, what's it called, spine again, like a shiver. This is where Naruto says, okay. This is where Boruto's waiting. This is where, well, Naruto says, what are you doing? Eat the food. I don't have time, I have to, no, eat the food. This is where, well, Naruto's, what's it called, Boruto's eyes were already deep activated to be normal. Just normal eyes. Until they went into, well, a dragon eye. So both of them went dragon eye. But of course being purple, the, what's it called, iris. And being slick, just a black slick. And this is where Boruto says, eat the fucking food. This is where Naruto just says, yes sir. He just starts eating the food because for some reason, Kurama can see that Boruto's definitely having the legendary contracts and even mythical contracts. There's no way in hell that he doesn't have them. This is where he also sees the Uzumaki necklace and also the Hyuga necklace. This is where, well, for some reason Naruto had this kind of instance to eat the food. So yeah, Kurama had to take over Naruto's body just to eat the fucking food because, well, yeah, Kurama, he just like switches foot Naruto's place, starts eating the food. Num 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 num. This is where Boruto says, Kurama. Or not Kurama. This is where Kin says, that is Kurama, the Nine Tails. Just tell him Kurama, switch back with Naruto and let Naruto eat the food. This is where Boruto says, Kurama. This is where, well, Naruto, who was kind of chewing a little bit, trying to somehow not put enough chakra into his, what's it called, vocal cords, not to sound deep. Is where it sounds like a sort of deep a little bit. He says, yes. This is where, well, he says, no, this is Naruto. This is where Boruto says, Kurama, I know about your existence. Kin has told me the legendary purple dragon for the dragon contract of the legendary contracts. Well, yeah. Has told me that you're the Ninetales. Now, let Naruto eat the food, or there's gonna be a problem here. Yeah, that's where Kurama says, I finished all the food. I'm just helping Naruto. This is where Boruto says, okay. I'm gonna go learn the Edo Tensei just to bring Kushina back. This is where Kurama says, what? Wait, no, don't bring Kurama back. Well, not Kurama, don't bring what's it called, Kushina back. This is where Boruto disappears and then you just flash of instant. And this is where Kurama managed to grab was purple flames. And this is where Kurama lets go of the purple flames real fast. Holy shit, purple flames, damn it. He knows a body flicker, an advanced body flicker. This is where Sadara and even Chojo was shocked, but yeah. This is where, Naruto says, why did I eat the food, Kurama? Because he just tried to talk to him. Kurama says, don't piss off your son. Also, especially in the near future, don't piss him off because, he's gonna bring back your your mother, Kushina. And she's gonna make you be with your family, even if she got to threaten the village to do it. Would she really do that? Naruto say, yes. You don't know your mother, but she's a scary lady. Now that your son knows about your mother, he's gonna be a scary child. And this is where this is where Naruto says, pish posh, she's not gonna be that scary. Oh, what happened if he decides to get his little sister to help him with? They're gonna be both scary children when they can knock out our chakra combined, even if we're in the KCM. Naruto says, I should probably spend more time with them, shouldn't I? Kurama says, you think? I feel like your son doesn't care if you spend time with him, but he thinks you should spend time with his little sister, Hinawari, right? That's where, Naruto says, yeah. Because Kurama has seen the Panda named Chin kind of be with Hinawari. So we go back with Hinawari and Chin. Because Boruto left. Now we go into Hinawari. Hinawari's actually being trained with Chin, but in a playful fight, so yeah. But yeah, of course, Hinata did bring what's called Hinawari and the Panda together to go towards the Hyuga compound. And of course, he actually sees the Panda and was shocked because the only other person that had a Panda contract was, his late wife named Hana Hyuga. Of course, Hanabi says, oh, a panda! This is amazing. It's a fluffy panda. The panda talks saying, yo, my name is Shin. This is where Hanabi says, why does it talk? This is where Hiyashi kind of chuckles and says, because that is a summoning contract animal, aren't you, Chin? Chin says, yes. This is where, Hiyashi says, I'm amazed. Hinawari managed to even summon the panda into existence. So how did Hinawari become the panda contract summoner? This is where, Chin says, panda contract summoner? This is where Hiyashi says, yeah, why are you here anyway? Chin says, she's not the summoner. Boruto is. He got the summoning creature for, he already has, deal with the boss. So yeah. I'm just here because he summoned me out so I can kind of train with Hinawari and be her friend. Smiles a little bit. That's where Hiyashi is shocked to know that Boruto was the one to do it. Then again, Boruto has an advanced BL gun. That kind of pisses him off. Not because it's advanced. No, it's because it pisses him off because of not Boruto, Naruto's fault. Because if Naruto decides to use Sage Mode while having Boruto, and that's the only reason it kind of pisses him off. Because, yeah. This is where, Hinata says, it's interesting the panda, right, Hinabi? Hinabi says, it's so cool. Wait, what kind of panda can Boruto summon? This is where, Chin says he can summon the boss panda. And the boss panda is as big as the Ninetales, because mythical creatures are very powerful. This is where Hinabi looks at him, and also Hinata. He actually kind of knew that the panda contract was a mythical, what's it called, mythical animal, but he didn't know that the panda boss was as tall as, well, the Ninetales. This is where, well, not tall, bigger than the Ninetales. This is where, well, he actually says, "Are you sure about that?" This is where, well, Chen says, "Yes, of course." Because mythical creatures are bigger than the Ninetales. Yep, and more powerful. Boruto has 3 in total. This is where, well, he actually says, "Interesting." Wait, you said 3? Yep. Well, the first is the Panda contract with us. The second, I don't remember which it was, but the third is called the Lion contract. A kind of sun and moon contract with the lions, because they are able to use sun and moon nature energy to, kind of use it from the sun or even from the moon. Here's where he actually thinks about it. Wait, he lied that he can't. So he had contracts. Yep. This is where he actually was kind of shocked, but glad that Naruto didn't do stupid things like that. But still shocked. This is where, well, the panda also says he also has 4 legendary contracts with the Black Panther, the Dragon, the Phoenix, and even the White Tiger. Hiyashi is definitely shocked. He went blank mind. But yeah, Boruto appears in the Hyuga compound, and of course sees Hiyashi and Hinata, his mother, Hinawari, his sister, and Hinabi. Now, of course, Boruto says, "Hey guys," here's where Hiyashi says, "Boruto, why did you lie to me about you not being able just to use naturally nature chakra from the sun or the moon?" Boruto says, "Because I didn't want the old man to know about it." Hiyashi says, "I can understand." This is where, Hiyashi says, "You also have about 7 contracts?" Yep, 4 legendary, 3 mystic. This is where, Hiyashi says, "I'm guessing the panda, you got it from Hana Hyuga. How?" "From the necklace. I added chakra, and of course I brought it into the mindscape, meeting Hana Hyuga, and of course my grandmother, so basically your wife, and, well, my other grandmother, Kushina Uzumaki, and she told me about a lot of things, and also they changed my hair, that's why it kind of looks like this." As a where, he actually nods slowly, dumbly a little bit, and just shocked. "Huh. Did you get the contracts from Kushina like that?" "No, I got them from a cave." Boruto just says, he just smiles. As a where, he actually nodded. "Huh. Okay." Boruto says, "But I still want to learn how to use a bow staff, so I'm actually gonna summon Po the panda to actually train me." So yeah, this is what Boruto says. Summoning style. Po comes and says, "Hello there, Boruto Uzumaki. Do you want to learn the bow style?" This is where, Boruto nodded and says, "Yes, I do." This is where, he actually says, "Huh. Wait, what bow style?" This is where Boruto summons out the bamboo kind of bow style now. And of course it has like black in the top and, black in the bottom. And top is white and all that. In the middle is kind of yin-yang symbol, but yeah. But this is where Boruto says, "Bring it on, Po the panda." Po smiles and says, "Then let's do it, Boruto Uzumaki." Boruto Uzumaki Hyuga. So of course they start training. But this is where I'm going to leave it off for part 2 of what if Boruto had legendary mythical summoning creatures or animals. Blah. I keep saying creatures on accident, but summoning animals. Yeah, I don't know. But potato. Have a nice potato night, potato sleep, potato. And yeah, bye bye.